Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats, settle down. We are starting in just a few minutes. Make sure you've grabbed your chai, your coffee. Please kindly put your phones on silent. The only phones ringing today will be HMDs. Settle down, please. Thank you. Requesting everyone to settle down, please. We'll be starting in just a minute. Please take your seats, put your phones on silent, and get ready for the incredible launch of HMD Vibe2 5G. Please settle down. Good afternoon. Hello, 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 everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to the launch of HMD Vibe2 5G. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ankit. Naam to suna hoga, shakal to dekhi hogi. It's fantastic to see so many friends here. Friends from the media, partners, HMD family, creators, industry colleagues. A big round of applause and a warm welcome to all of you. Thank you. The phone launch is so hot that it's actually reflecting in the weather outside. I'm not making that up. Now, usually when people say that, this is not just another smartphone launch, honestly, it just sounds like a line. But today genuinely feels different because HMD is not just launching a new phone today. It's introducing a device that's designed for how India is using technology today. Smarter, faster, more AI-driven, but still equipped with a human-first approach and more connected than ever before. And trust me, if you thought you knew what's coming today, you're definitely going to be surprised. So, over the last few days, there's been a lot of online chatter, some frantic phone calls to the teams here. What's the vibe about? I love the tagline here, I am the vibe. That's true for me. I hope it's true for you as well. What's the vibe about? What is new? What is HMD cooking? And that's exactly what we are coming to. I can tell you it's going to be fun. There's a lot of innovation. There's a lot of AI. There's a lot of performance. But more importantly, I'm especially pumped about some of the made for India, made in India specific features, because that's where the good stuff is. So to officially kick things in, let's invite the man who is leading HMD's vision and growth story across India and Asia Pacific. Please put your hands together and warmly welcome Ravi Kunwar. Good to see you, Ravi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. This is fantastic. Kya vibe hai? Awesome. So Ravi, big day, obviously. We've been planning and preparing for this for a very, very long time. There's a lot of curiosity around Vibe2 5G, but specifically, what does this launch mean to you and the team?
See, the team is absolutely thrilled. It's a pivotal moment, not just for HMD and the growth story, but we believe that this will change the way the consumers in India experience smartphones.
Wow, that's a big claim. Okay, I'm going to leave you to it, and I'm going to let you take over. Catch you soon, Ravi.
Thanks, Ankit. But before we get there, can we have the brand manifesto AV, please?
What is human in human mobile devices? It is the ability to see the human side in mobile tech. Tech that must be best in class, yet be human-centric in design and innovation. Tech that doesn't make its way to the junkyard, that gives the control to the user to be cherished for as long as they want to. It is the vision to build on design that is simple and timeless. And for all the smiles we hope to bring, we want to make capturing great images easier. That word, human, is a reminder to us and everyone we serve to embrace the balance in tech and life, to break free from the usual and start a new journey together. You're welcome to Human Mobile Devices.
So you're welcome to Human Mobile Devices. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ravi Kunwar, and thank you for joining us today. It's indeed special to stand in front of you, especially media, our partners, extended HMD family, because what we are going to talk here today is going to define the next phase of growth as far as HMD journey is concerned. And today is one such moment. But before we get to the launch of HMD Vibe2 5G, let me just go back in time in terms of what HMD has been doing in the last 9 years it has been in India. Now, HMD has evolved from being the only iconic Nokia device company to a multi-brand technology company with a simple belief that technology should be accessible, should be reliable, and should be available to all. Now, with that philosophy in mind, we have been creating all our products, services, and accessories. And it's important that in the last 9 years, we have had 100 million consumers in the country. So that's a big, big number which we have. And our aim is to have the next 100 much, much faster. And with that intent, it is all about launching the HMD2 Vibe 5G. Now, this growth, this momentum, clearly displays the trust which the consumers in India have on us. And this is not just built in a day. It's built through the kind of innovations which we've been able to bring. Nobody imagined that you could get a UPI on a 1,000-rupee phone, and HMD did it. Nobody imagined that you could get cloud apps on a phone. We did it. And there are many more to come, like direct-to-mobile technology in our feature phone, which is some distance away, but then HMD is working and trying to get it. This all reflects the kind of partnerships which we are doing, the kind of innovation which we are bringing, and that's going to continue as far as Vibe series is concerned as well. What's also important to know is by end of Q1, we achieved the volume and value leadership as far as feature phone was concerned. That's a big milestone which reflects the consumer trust in us, the confidence which they have in the brand, and it's built, again, through a wide distribution network of almost 1,000+ distribution points, 100,000+ retailers which we have, and to ensure that the customer care is there, we have almost 200+ care centers and 18,000+ pickup points across the country to give that confidence to the consumers which we have. So clearly, solid on distribution, solid on care, and that's where what is driving the growth momentum for HMD. Okay, coming to HMD Vibe. India is, of course, one of the biggest smartphone markets, but it is not just a smartphone market. It is one of the most complex and dynamic digital economies of the world. The consumers here want everything. In the sense, yes, they will want innovation, but they'll want products which are durable, which are reliable, and which are innovative. Now, keeping that in mind is what we have created HMD Vibe2 5G, which is a clear reflection, and my team is going to talk more about from a product detail perspective, but it is all about what does the youth of India needs today. They need speed, they need entertainment, they need social connect, they need longer battery life, and more important, they want to be future ready, and hence 5G. So this is what you're going to experience as far as the whole Vibe 5G experience is concerned today. And more important, it is not just that it is only the product. HMD widely believes in partnership. And Vibe2 5G is a result of some great partnerships which we had and with whom we are kind of bringing the product across to you today. Starting with Flipkart, okay? Everyone knows Flipkart. This is a great partnership. Thank you for being such a lovely partner. With Flipkart, we will be bringing this product exclusively across the country. So what does it bring? Any digital native consumer will experience it on Flipkart. The fact that the immense reach which Flipkart has across the country, you can get it anywhere. So Flipkart, thank you for being partners with us. Then if you look at in terms of the digital partnership which we have done with Department of Telecom to bring the Sanchar Sathi app onto this phone. It's a clear reflection that we believe in device security, we believe in digital well-being of the consumers. So that's another great partnership in terms of Sanchar Sathi which we have got. The whole world is talking about AI, right? I'm happy to share that HMD2 Vibe 5G will be the first product which will come with Sovereign AI with Sarvam AI on it. Okay? And you will have more and more. So what it does is, it brings sovereignty to India. It is available in 22 languages. You can have the dialect which you want. So clearly there are multiple pluses, and that's the kind of partnership which we are driving from a Sarvam AI perspective. India loves cricket, right? So we are partnering with Rajasthan Royals. And the way Rajasthan Royals are playing and some of the young talent which they have and the fearless style is a clear reflection of how HMD is looking at Indian market. So great partnership which is taking our brand to where the young India is, where the youth is. And lastly, in terms of driving the whole Make in India campaign, we are partnering with our EMS partner Dixon. And that's, again, a combination of all this, which we are bringing the HMD2 Vibe 5G to the Indian consumers. Now, before I leave the stage, once again, big thank you to everyone who's present here. Really, indeed, a special moment for all of us here, because we believe that we will be able to provide with HMD2 Vibe 5G the kind of experience, the kind of accessible experience the consumer is looking from its phone. And we believe that HMD's best days and best journey is ahead of us. So thank you, and enjoy the show. Ankit.
Some fantastic partners there, and kudos to you and all the incredible partners. Okay, vision sun liya hai. We've seen all the amazing partnerships. I think it's time, no? Phone dikha dein?
Yes, yeah? Absolutely.
Let's do it. Okay, so let's roll the AV. Ravi, we'll get off the stage for a bit. Wow, vibe hai. Awesome. Let's bring it up again. Let's have Ravi back up on stage and Mugan from Flipkart. Let's quickly have you join here. And it's time to unveil the HMD Vibe2 5G. Phone kahan gaya? Aa raha hai. Quickly, Flipkart minutes se aa raha hai. Fantastic. Bhago.
So the Flipkart guy is here as well. Thanks.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the official unveiling of the HMD Vibe2 5G. Mugun, thank you, Ravi. Wow, the DJ definitely got the memo, okay? The entire stage was vibrating with the amount of bass. That's amazing. Okay, so obviously we've seen the device, we've heard about the vision, but let's get cracking and let's go in depth with the product. Gautam is looking for the clicker. Gautam, it's your time. Perfect time pe aap clicker dhoond rahe the. Let's hear it for Gautam.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, so of course we know that we're launching the HMD Vibe2 5G and we've been working hard on this. I especially like your special Vibe2 5G t-shirt. There's a hidden message there. If you're nice to Gautam, he might show you ki piche kya likha hai t-shirt pe. But help us understand the larger mission. You know, the beauty of HMD is how you're constantly listening to and talking to your consumers, to your users. So what are you hearing from them?
Perfect. Thank you so much. A warm welcome to everyone here. My name is Gautam Dhingra. I am the product head here. You know, so to answer your question, Ankit, there is a larger thing that we are doing here. It's not only about launching this device. It is about democratizing the entire 5G space. Now, if you look at what has happened in the industry for last 12 odd months, give or take, memory prices have gone up, significantly gone up. Just to give you an example here, when I used to create products a year back, the BOM cost of a memory will be about anywhere between 10 to 15%. That is breaching 40 to 50%, guys. That's the kind of increase in the memory price that has happened. Result? You have a void. You have a clear void, and 10 to 15K price point is a sweet abandoned, space today. And that's where we are, trying to address this as a space.
That's fantastic. So we understand price-wise that's the zone you want to be in, but you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. First of all, this is the device. So introducing Vibe2 5G. I am the Vibe, and that's the message behind my back as well, which Ankit was talking about. I am the Vibe. So just to give you a further perspective, what is the zone in which HMD Vibe2 5G is operating? So clearly, there is a limited choice of devices within 10 to 15K. That's obvious. But within the 10 to 15 price K, further if you delve in, the choice of a device with the latest, OS, a secure OS, a device which gives you nearly a stock Android experience, you can count those devices on tips, right? So that's again where we are trying to address this 10 to 15K price point with, these three unique things which are going to come on HMD Vibe2 5G.
Sounds super win-win, man. That's amazing and very smart thinking. Now, every smartphone, of course, there are some foundational pillars about the identity, about the reason why that device exists. Take us through some of the pillars of the Vibe2 5G.
Yes, so for every building, every foundation, the pillars are the key thing. There are about 7 pillars that we have for HMD Vibe2 5G. The first and foremost is the design itself. You've seen the device on the screen. We will encourage that please have a look at the device in the demo zone. Give us your feedback on the design. I think, I personally feel that the designers has done a phenomenal job here, keeping it very simple, minimalistic. That's what we have done. So please give us your feedback when you do this, when you see these devices in the demo zone. That's the first pillar. Second is, our partnership. Ravi talked about the partnerships, and I'll, delve deeper into it. That makes us Indian at heart, so that's the whole beauty of this device, that it is Indian at heart. While there is a design element, while there is an OS element, but what powers this from inside is real Indian, and I'll again talk about this in detail. Third is battery. Consumer emotions after emotions, feedback after feedback, discussions with Flipkart, what is it that the consumer is wanting. This is one pain point that consumer has. My battery will die down, during the day on me. And that's what we're trying to address here. Again, we will speak about this in detail. That's the third pillar. Fourth pillar is camera, clearly moving beyond the megapixels. Again, we will show you the proof of the pudding in terms of what we have achieved with this device. Performance, latest secure Android OS is what you will get, so performance is guaranteed. And last is the durability piece. Again, this device will come with something unique, so again, we will delve into this. Now, these are 6 pillars.
Yeah, what's the 7th one?
There is a 7th one, which is more from a brand perspective, and that's, the care piece. So we are available across 200 plus, care centers, 18,000 plus PIN codes where consumer can get a pickup and down, drop facility. So that's amazing, So broadly, this is the foundation stone or the 7 pillars that we have, Ankit.
Love that. Should we deep dive on the design? When we were sitting and we were talking about the devices, I was blown away by how premium it looks. And I love this little dual finish that, the back has. Each one of the color choices, oh my God, please, I don't want to take it from you.
There is a lot that goes behind the design, and each and every minute details have to be kind of looked into. We have taken feedback after feedback, kind of jointly developed this with Flipkart team. So what we've got as a result is, again, I would request, please see this in the demo zones. But then, something which we are really proud about is also the fact that there are amazing colors, so the 2 family or the 2 unit that you see is all Northern Lights, inspired by Northern Lights. So are the colors. So cosmic lavender, Nordic blue, peach pink. These are the three amazing colors that you're seeing. No boring blacks and whites. So these are the three distinct, pure colors that you will get.
I
with the
personally
device.
obviously have a favorite. Which show of hands, how many of you love the Nordic blue like me? Of course, you all have the vibe, man. I get it. Which is your favorite color?
देखो मेरे तीनों बच्चे हैं.
Oh my God, don't be so politically correct. All right,
तो
okay.
मेरे तीनों favorite.
No, but genuinely, you have to check out all of the colors. Each one of them, stunning looking.
No, absolutely. So I personally, honestly, I like all three of them. We were a little concerned about pink, but it has come out
No,
beautiful.
beautiful.
So
Yeah.
so all three are my favorites. Again, please choose your vibe, choose your color, and
Totally.
I'm sure you will like it.
The design is very international, but like you said, very Indian, very desi at heart. So why don't you double click on, the made for India, made in India features?
Absolutely. So we talked about being Indian at heart, and what powers this is the entire story on, Indus by Sarvam AI. It is the first device which will come preloaded and give that experience. Now,
Let's have a big round of applause for this. This is a big deal. India's first smartphone with Indus by Sarvam AI. And I don't know if you've used Indus, but it is so fluent in each of those 22 Indian languages. And you can change your language mid-sentence and it still catches everything you're saying.
Absolutely. 22 Indian languages, cultural context. You could use a Hinglish combination. That's what you were alluding to.
Yeah.
And it'll work, flawlessly. That's the beauty of this. Apart from that, it is made in India. It is sovereign. It is India. So your data remains in India. Whatever you're doing with Indus remains in India. It is not going outside of the country. That's the best part of it. So in short, made in India, made for India, and coming for the very first time on HMD2 Vibe 5G.
In fact, we have a video to play here. Pratyush, who's the founder and CEO of Sarvam AI, he's traveling. He would have loved to be here, but we've got a video message from him. Let's hear it.
And that's the message from the man himself.
Congratulations to the entire HMD team on the launch of the Vibe2 5G. Watching this come together has been genuinely exciting. I wanted to take a minute to share why this partnership means a lot to us at Sarvam. Our mission at Sarvam has always been to make AI genuinely useful for India. And the honest reality is, it is as much a question of distribution as it is of technology. And the smartphone is where most Indians will first encounter AI. So that is where distribution is. So getting onto that surface at that scale matters enormously for us at Sarvam. With the Vibe2 5G, the Indus, our AI assistant, goes directly into people's hands across the country. It's powered by the Sarvam 105 billion parameter model, which was not only trained in India, it's a completely sovereign model, but also hosted in India and supports 22 Indian languages. If I look ahead, the next phase of AI will be defined by how deeply it integrates into everyday life, and how many people it actually serves. A device in someone's hand, in their language, solving a real problem that they have, depending on who they are, their persona, their day-to-day life. That's the unit of progress we care about. And that's exactly what this partnership makes possible. HMD has built deep distribution into every corner of this country. We have built the language and the AI infrastructure required to serve it. So I'm really very bullish on what we can accomplish together in this partnership. So once again, wishing the Vibe2 5G a very big success. Proud of the team and look forward to really contributing to AI serving people at scale in India.
Super. Perfect. Kudos to Team HMD.
That's the message from Pratyush. Big thank you to him. He's unfortunately he couldn't make it. He was traveling to US, but he recorded this message and sent it out to us. Thanks to him.
Amazing. You have one more Indian at heart feature after this.
Absolutely. The second part is the partnership with the Department of Technologies, DOT, Sanchar Sathi. Sanchar Sathi apparently will be offered as an optional application. It will be made available, at the boot of your device. You will get an option to select, unselect it. So it's not forced onto you, so clearly. But think about it. It is your identity, your data, your privacy. So you should stay in control, and that's what Sanchar Sathi does. So you could simply know the connections in your name. So these are amazing things. Somebody fraudulently using your identity to get a SIM card issued, you should know, right? And this is one place where you can clearly find that out. You could block or track your lost stolen device. That's another power that DOT is providing to the consumers in their hand. So all that can happen from Sanchar Sati. There are a lot of fraudulent communications that will come across, and you struggle where to report it, right? Where should I go? This is one place you can just report it simply from the application, and it is done. And the last thing is, are you buying a genuine device, right? It could be a feature phone, it could be a smartphone. This application, you put the IBA number and it will tell you. So that's the benefit of Sanchar Sati. So you could protect your data, and safeguard yourself against any frauds.
Fantastic. Safety at the center.
Yeah.
From the beginning, the thing that I love is how actively you listen to consumers and your users and actively bake in features in your upcoming devices basis their feedback. So battery is something that they've constantly given you all feedback on. What do we have?
I think battery is one area which has always been the pain point. And devices after devices, all OEMs try to address this, and we are doing the same here. 6,000 mAh, a massive battery, 18-watt inbox charger, and I can guarantee you use it under any conditions, it will last you more than a day.
That's
And we've
fantastic.
tested it multiple conditions, multiple environments, and we are really proud of what we achieved, not only from a mAh perspective in terms of the drain that happens on the resources as well. So this is something unique, and even we are giving a 18-watt inbox charger. So 0 to 50 in 50 minutes flat is something that again you can expect from this device, while the overall charging time may be 2 or 30 minutes kind of there.
Day plus battery life is a lifesaver, absolutely. And you need that because obviously you're going to be taking a lot of photos, a lot of videos. Talk to us about the cameras on the Vibe2 5G.
And that's where all the vibe is,
Yeah, that's where
capturing
the vibe
all
is.
that vibe, that moment, which kind of, brings this to life. So you will get a, 50 megapixel AI camera. AI mode is default on, so you don't have to kind of, really think of, enabling AI or not, so it is by default on, both for a rear and the selfie camera. Selfie camera is 8 megapixel, but again, this is not about megapixels. The proof of the pudding is, these
In
images.
actually clicking or
These
eating the
images.
pudding.
Yeah, absolutely. The color renders, the depth,
Oh,
the
wow.
brightness, it all plays important role. So these are the actual images that have been clicked from these devices. These are certain more images
Why is this dude so serious here?
because they were
कौन है?
given.
किधर है?
ये यहीं पे है कहीं पे कमरे में. ये
क्या है?
लोग-
Vibe को क्या हो गया भाई? I need to coach you on taking selfies. करेंगे बाद में करेंगे.
ये हमारे अनपेड मॉडल्स हैं. इनको पैसे नहीं
Why
मिले हैं,
so
तो
serious?
ये सीरियस हैं.
But nice,
um,
it really showcases the quality.
Yeah, these are the guys actually who test the device, so kudos to them, and they have done a phenomenal job in terms of, giving inputs to R&D team and fine-tuning, the camera. And we are really proud of the results that we have achieved. Again, in the demo zone, please, check it out in terms of how the camera is performing.
So great battery, capable cameras. और तो कुछ बचा नहीं है to make
बहुत
this
कुछ बचा है
perfect.
अभी actually.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
The first and foremost is the OS itself.
Oh wow, yeah.
There were a lot of speculation that this will come with Android 15, but the fact is this is the latest Android 16 out of box. So
Kudos.
again, there were a lot of anticipation, 90 hertz refresh rate,
Wow.
120 hertz refresh rate on the display, so that there is a fluid display that you get. So that's camera hai to bhai screen bhi acha hona chahiye.
Fantastic.
Right? Durability, I talked about the sixth pillar. So IP64 is what this device will come up with. So you can clearly have a day well spent and not taking care of your device. Even if it is raining outside, you can enjoy the rain with the device in your hand. And last but not the least, the seventh pillar that I talked about. So
Superb.
the care is gonna be. आपको ज़रूरत नहीं पड़नी चाहिए customer care की, but we have it there.
Complete peace of
Yes.
mind. That's fantastic. Yeah. So clearly everything's packed in.
Yep.
कहाँ मिलेगा? या उसके पहले और भी कोई feature बचा है?
शायद कुछ बचा है.
Okay.
Okay, so all this, and we will also take care
Oh, wow.
of the display.
Wow. That's incredible value, yeah?
Yes, so you will get a 6 months peace of mind, one-time screen replacement offer. It comes complimentary, with this device.
Fantastic. Okay, any more features left?
No.
Okay, fantastic. Finally पता लगा लें कि कहाँ से खरीद सकते हैं, कब खरीद सकते हैं, when they can start buying it, and then of course we'll come to the most important
ये रवि
question.
ने बता दिया था.
हाँ?
ये रवि ने already
Ravi
disclose
ने
कर
already
दिया था.
disclose कर दिया, but let's repeat it.
So this is available at Flipkart and also our brand portal hmd.com. So these are the two places where you can buy this device. It will be available from 26th of May, 12 noon is what the sale period is gonna go live.
26th of May, 12 noon. You definitely want to pencil that in into your calendars. Okay, so we've seen great design, AI integration, some first in the category integrations, especially Sarvam AI. Super performance, lot packed into the device. It's obviously time for the final $1 million question. Let's bring Bossman up. Ravi, come on up. आप ही को check काटना है.
So,
Okay, obviously, the most important question after such a phenomenal, packed, value premium device, price क्या है?
so $1 million question, two things. We talked about being accessible to everyone. So it can't be millions and it can't be dollars.
We already know वो कितना चल रहा है, so definitely. So, come on, Gautam.
अपने पास
हाँ?
approvals हैं, finance team.
Everything
okay.
is in place.
Any sentence that starts with approvals है is quite risky. Okay?
We have locked everything, yes.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 464.
10,999 and 11,999 for a 4128. So these are the sell-in pricing, for the device. I think boss finance ने कुछ और special approval sign कर दिए
Finance
थे.
ने नहीं, मैंने.
He
I
is the
think
finance.
this is not
ये-
good enough.
ये सुबह की update है, and I
So
think
when I
it's
looked
got-
at the slide, I said we are talking about making it accessible. This looks good, but let's make it compelling. So we have a special launch day one offer of, can we have the price please?
Whoa! That is fantastic. 9,499 for 464, 10,499 for 4,128. That is an absolutely incredible price for the HMD Vibe2 5G.
Clearly, guys.
The DJ's got the mic. Amazing. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the incredible value price of the HMD Vibe2 5G. Let's hear it for Ravi and Gautam once again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Heartiest congrats.
Thank
Heartiest
you,
congrats.
Ankit. I would want to repeat, this is day one offer. Make sure that you get it on day one. And I know, DJ, you've got a lot of vibe, but I had to make this announcement. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Gautam. Thank you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The HMD Vibe2 5G officially unveiled. The demo experience zone right here is officially open. Please go ahead, experience the HMD Vibe2 5G firsthand, interact with the teams, make your content, ask questions, and of course, please enjoy the lunch. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Thank you.